And if you think that you've just booked your Disney holiday, and you think, great, I'm gonna land, I'm just gonna stroll down Main Street swinging a cane, gonna meet Mickey at the end, you got another thing coming. Please, Rapunzel, that's demented.
Hello guys, it's Gregory Gage and this is Craig. We are back for another little combined video because you guys loved having Craig in my channel so much last time.
Maybe I should just make my own.
No. We are here to discuss tips to make your first time in Disney World really, really good. What else?
No. We're here to discuss the do's and don'ts of a Disney World holiday. British edition.
You're desperate for this, aren't you? This British edition thing.
But it's good, because it's completely different for Americans and for Brits. Flights are different, travel's different.
But we're not really going into the whole flights and travel thing.
Well, yeah, we get into MCO Airport, then what? Get an Uber? Or do you get the Magical Express? What's the Magical Express, you say? Well, let me tell ya. Today's
video is going to be a top tips. What is it? 10 top tips for first-time travelers to Disney World.
Yes.
10 top tips for first-time travelers to Disney World, Orlando. Orlando!
I love you.
SeaWorld and not SeaWorld, Disney. Anyway, right, we are going to discuss the top things that you are going to need to know if you have never been to Disney World Orlando, and this is just going to be our top tips for what
how
we
to
would
make
do.
the best of it. So yeah. Stick the kettle on, put some crumpets in and get ready.
We are booking our fast passes in 6 days? 5 days we are booking our fast passes, which is insane. And we've got like our top rides that we have to book, that we are ready and prepped to book in 5 days to make sure that we have the most amazing trip that we have, as always. But if you've never been to Disney World Florida before, you may not know what you should be booking, when you should be booking, how you should be booking. So we are here to help you out and make that a lot more easy for you. Before we jump straight in though, I upload videos really, really regularly, so hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of my uploads. And yeah.
Enjoy. Tip number 1.
Tip number 1, stay on Disney property. I cannot stress how important it is. If it's your first time going to Disney, you need to get the full Disney package, the full Disney experience, and to get that, you have to stay on park property. It comes with so many benefits. You get like the transportation system, magic hours, you get so much, so there's so many benefits to staying on Disney park property, and it's the only way you can really immerse yourself in the magic of Disney.
Everything. Theming, the rooms, it just puts the cherry on top.
And that's true for like any Disney property. So all the way from value resorts, all the way up to their
deluxe resorts.
Deluxe resorts, I can never remember that word. Stay on property. Number 2.
Packing. Don't pack too much. Honestly, do not throw your entire life and wardrobe into your suitcase. Yes, take necessities like clothes, obviously the obvious things, but remember that your hotel comes with amenities such as hair dryers, soap, shampoo, etc, etc, etc. Towels. People pack towels. Would you believe it?
There's no need to pack towels.
It's going to be heavy in your suitcase. You don't need to pack that much stuff. Because the amount of stuff that you're going to be bringing home makes sense, right?
That is very true, but touching on that, if you're anything like me and you have like bleached hair, or you have things that you absolutely need, if you need your standard, then obviously keep your standard.
Obviously pack it, but just don't take, some people take 3 suitcases full of clothes because they're like, oh, I need to change 4 million times when I'm in the park. No, you don't need to do that. Yeah, exactly.
And yes, although they do have hair dryers in the rooms, I will always take my own hair dryer because...
Why?
Because I will. Because I've got a bond with my hairdryer.
Oh, please.
One of my absolute massive must-haves in your suitcase when you're going to Disney World is an extension lead. So make sure you've got yourself your travel adapter plugs, but then take an extension lead. So you only need 1 adapter plug and you get 4 plugs for all of your electronics that you need. And you're gonna need phone chargers, you're gonna need camera chargers, you're gonna need every kind of electronic device charged. And make sure you take a portable charger as well when you go to Disney World, because you're definitely gonna need it in the parks. Okay, what is number 3? Download the My Disney Experience app. This is like the first thing you need to do. As soon as you've booked your tickets As soon as you've booked your holiday, your vacation, download the My Disney Experience app. It's available on iOS and on Android. My Disney Experience app is so handy. You've got everything on there you need. You've got ride wait times, you've got where to meet characters, you've got your fast passes, you've got your dining reservations, you've got everything you need.
It's going to be your best friend when you're there.
Absolutely.
For you and your family or your party or whatever.
It's also got maps. Disney is a very big place. It's the size of...
It's 45 miles wide.
Isn't it the size of San Francisco?
Apparently. Put that into perspective.
It's very big. Very, very big.
Talking of dining reservations, tip number 4 is advanced dining reservations. If you have booked your Disney World holiday and you are staying on Disney property, 180 days out you can make your dining reservations. So all those top restaurants that you want, Be Our Guest, Cinderella's Royal Table, Crystal Palace, etc, 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 get them at 180 days, because once they're gone, they're gone. People very, very rarely cancel their dining reservations. Very rarely. And when it does happen, they go just like that, because people are always on the lookout for them. That being said, if you don't manage to book your dining reservation that you want to get, you can keep checking on the app, keep refreshing the page on the app, and as soon as someone does cancel it, it will appear, and if you're the first person to get that, you can snag that reservation just in time. Disney are also very good at reminding you when you can do stuff like this, so you will get emails from them at your 180-day mark, and also for your fast passes, which comes to tip number 5. Fast passes. There are certain rides you're definitely gonna need fast passes for, and you do need to plan ahead. Using your dining reservations though is a great way of determining what fast passes you get for what day. So if you've got a dining reservation for the Be Our Guest restaurant at lunchtime in Magic Kingdom, you're not gonna book a fast pass in a different park. There's no point. So you can use your dining reservation as a starting point for where you book your fast passes. So let's say, for example, you've got lunch at the Be Our Guest restaurant, you're gonna book somewhere like Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. Don't waste your fast passes on rides that you're not going to need a fast pass for. Also, if you're staying on property, you can book your fast passes 60 days in advance. If you're not staying on Disney property, you can book them 30 days in advance. Another good reason to stay on a Disney World property. Let's go through the parks. So in Magic Kingdom, the rides you're going to need a fast pass for are Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, Space Mountain. Always busy. Peter Pan's Flight. That's also a very popular, very old, but very popular ride. But if you do get the chance to line up and wait for Peter Pan's Flight, I would definitely recommend doing it. If you're waiting in line for any ride at Disney, the whole storytelling experience starts from the very beginning you get into that line. They keep you entertained. But touching on this point, you will at some point queue up during your Disney World holiday. You can't just go there and expect to walk onto the rides all the time. There is going to be a point when you have to queue. But the good thing about Disney World queues is that they're not boring. They're very, very, very good at keeping you entertained while you are waiting. The theming and just everything is just great. It's magical. I love it. It's amazing. Moving on to Epcot. The rides that you're going to need a fast pass for in Epcot are Frozen, Frozen Ever After, Soarin', Test Track. Animal Kingdom. There is a lot to do in Animal Kingdom. You're not going to do it all in one day. You're going to need... It's definitely an all-day park, Animal Kingdom. Getting there early in the morning and going straight to the Kilimanjaro safaris is a great thing to do, because in the morning, that's when the animals are most awake. So if you're going to do Kilimanjaro safaris, get on that straight away. But the rides you're going to need fast passes for in Animal Kingdom are Flight of Passage. Flight of Passage. Definitely see if you can get Flight of Passage sooner rather than later, because the wait, it might be different now because of Toy Story Land, but Flight of Passage was, when we were there, we saw wait times of up to 3 hours. And that's like coming out of Pandora towards the entrance of the park. People will queue there all day if they have to ride it, and my god, it's worth it. It's so good. Worth it. It's so good. It makes you cry. It made you cry. It made me cry. Then there's also Expedition Everest. You're going to need a fast pass for that as well. So I think that's it for Animal Kingdom. Those are the two you're definitely going to need fast passes for, whereas the other rides you will be able to wait and it won't be horrendously long. Then moving on to Hollywood Studios. It's one of my favourite parks, that's why I'm so excited about it. Fast passes you're definitely going to need now. Slinky Dog
ride, the Slinky Dog ride.
Yeah.
Is it Slinky Dog Dash or is it Slinky Dog ride?
Slinky Dog Dash ride roller coaster.
We haven't done it yet, so that is the first thing on our list for fast passing when we get to our 60-day mark.
Yes.
Tower of Terror, you're going to need a fast pass for at some point. And
but queuing up again, going back to queuing up, it's great. It's fantastic. The theming, the music, just really immerses you in that whole 1940s, 1930s feel. 1930s.
1939.
Yeah.
Hollywood Tower Hotel is a star.
It's fantastic. I love it. It's great.
And also Rockin' Roller Coaster. You don't want to miss Rockin' Roller Coaster. If you're a lover of the shows as well, I recommend getting a fast pass for, or like a, is it a fast pass? Does it count as a fast pass?
You can get fast passes for Fantasmic and stuff like that. And it means you get to enter 45 minutes, half an hour earlier than everybody else, so you can get the better seating.
And for Fantasmic, it is really good to get a good seat. You want to be in the middle, near the front. It's such a good show. You don't want to miss it. And speaking of shows, there are so many other shows around the park that you do want to experience as well. So there's the Frozen musical, there's the Indiana Jones show, there's the Beauty and the Beast show. There's so much going on around the parks, like shows you don't want to miss. You've got to do them. They're so much fun.
So, how do you get to each and every one of these parks? Which brings us on to the next point.
6.
Transportation. A lot of people, believe it or not, think that you have to pay in a taxi or in a bus to get from park to park, but one of the benefits of staying in a Disney Resort hotel is that you get free transportation to the parks and to Disney Springs. Buses, boats, monorails, all included with your reservation and your ticket. Utilize it.
But also speaking about travel, you are going to be going in and around Orlando. If you're like us, we always save one day to visit the mall, the shopping mall.
The Florida Mall.
The Florida Mall, the outlet malls, any kind of mall I want to go to because I want to hit up Hot Topic, Box Lunch, Target. There's so many different things that you want to check out in the Florida Mall. This is the Disney store. I know you're at Disney, but you want to go to the Disney store. It's an American Disney store. It's part of the experience. You get free Wi-Fi on Disney property in the resorts and in the parks, not on the buses, but in the resorts and the parks, so you can easily connect to the Wi-Fi, get an Uber to the malls, and at these malls they also have free Wi-Fi, so you can easily connect to the Wi-Fi and get yourself an Uber back to Disney. You don't need to worry about being lost without Wi-Fi. 7.
Magic hours.
As a Disney Resort guest, you get access to magic hours. Now, these are amazing benefits that you get that other people don't get. If you're not staying on property, if you're staying in a villa outside of Disney, this is why it's really important to stay on property. You get magic hours. Now, these are sometimes 1 hour or sometimes 2 hours, either an hour before the park opens or after the park is closed. So you could find yourself in Magic Kingdom until like 1 AM, depending on what time of year you go. These are really good hours where you can utilize them to great effect.
Yes.
When we went to Animal Kingdom with the original plan of using our magic hour to get onto Flight of Passage without waiting. That was everyone else's plan as well. Yeah. We got there for magic hours before magic hours even started, and the line was already 3 hours. So we decided to use that time to ride everything else. The park was empty. It was so empty because everyone was at Flight of Passage. We managed to do...
We did Everest twice. We went on the safari.
We did the dinosaur ride.
Yeah.
We did...
Within like an hour and a half as well.
Because they were complete walk-on rides. And that was all an hour before the park had even opened to regular guests. So use your magic hours wisely.
Do remember though, that it's not every single park every single day. You have to check the schedule. When in your hotel room, it comes up on the TV in the mornings. You have to check which park is doing the magic hours for that day. It's not every single park. It's only one park a day, and they choose which one it is.
But it also does have that information on the My Disney Experience app. So if you are going to be booking fast passes, make sure you're utilizing your magic hours and your fast passes. Don't book a fast pass at the time the park opens. If you're using your magic hours, use your magic hours. Ride as many things as you possibly can. Wait for a few rides because it's going to be quiet in the morning. Book your fast passes from 11, 12 onwards when it's going to be most busy in the parks.
Absolutely. Point number 8, utilizing the Walt Disney World resorts. So a lot of people think also that just because you're staying in one hotel that you are only allowed to go to that one hotel to go and eat, to go and explore, to go walk around or do whatever. You can visit every single hotel property on Disney World, whichever you like. If you are staying in All-Star Music, you can go and spend a few hours at the Grand Floridian if you want to. You can go and have a look, go and smell the lobby, go and have a look how beautiful the architecture is, go and have dinner in 1900 Park Fair, I think it's called.
That's the one.
You can go anywhere you like. The Polynesian is amazing. Just go and see them. If you have that spare couple of hours and you just want to chill and want to get away from the crowds of the park, go and resort hop is what it's called. People actually do it. They go and spend the day looking around how beautiful, how wonderful these resorts are. They're so nice. Pro tip.
While we're talking about utilising the other resorts, Animal Kingdom Lodge, they have this restaurant called Sana, which is a mixture of African and Indian cuisine. It's incredible.
So nice.
We've never stayed at Animal Kingdom Lodge, but we have eaten in Sana twice. The one thing I have to recommend is the bread and dip plate. I don't know what it's called, but
it's a starter. You don't even need to have it as a starter. You could have it as a main. It's so good and filling. Oh.
But then also, if you're not staying at the Polynesian, but you want to check out Ohana, which is one of the really popular restaurants at Polynesian, where you can meet Stitch, you can meet Mickey. They have like breakfast and lunch and dinner, and it's like a all-you-can-eat kind of family all-you-can-eat. It's a family buffet. The food is incredible, the experience is incredible, the whole look and vibe of the Polynesian.
And if you get the right seat, you can have a beautiful view over. Is it Echo Lake? I can never remember the name of that lake.
I don't know.
Echo Lake. I think it's called Echo Lake. You can have a beautiful view of that lake, and you can see Cinderella Castle in the distance. It's just so amazing. It's so nice, and it makes you want to stay at the deluxe resorts. Obs.
So definitely utilize the other resorts. Our next point is about PhotoPass. This is an amazing thing which for a lot of Brits comes with your booking. So I can't explain how good it is. Again, My Disney Experience app, if you are on a ride and it is, there's a video clip that it films on the ride, like Seven Dwarfs Mine Train or Tower of Terror, it records you when you're on the ride. That then goes straight to your My Disney Experience app. Yeah. With your Magic Band, we haven't even talked about Magic Bands, but yeah, Magic Band, you can download the videos, the photos, everything straight to your phone. I can't explain how good it is. They have PhotoPass photographers all around the park. They have multiples down Main Street, so you can get that perfect picture in front of the castle. If you are looking to propose to anyone, as I did, I proposed to Craig, and before I did that, I just told him to go and pose in front of the castle. I ran to the PhotoPass photographer and I was like, hi, so, just so you know, I'm about to propose to this guy. Yeah. And my heart was fluttering and it was all crazy, but it worked out well. They got some amazing photos of us. They really went all out. If you are going to propose to anyone, I totally recommend letting cast members know, because they can make more of a deal of it. We managed to get free fast passes. Yeah. We were gifted like free ear hats. It was amazing. It was such a good experience. So PhotoPass photographers are there as your friend to capture these moments for you. They do these little magic things in the PhotoPass things as well. So you have the, what are they called?
I can't remember, but they add Disney characters to your pictures.
So we could be standing there with our hand out like this, and they would edit the picture so that it's got Tinkerbell sat in your hand, like this. Or they'll do ones with like Peter Pan in the background. They do so many different things. It's such a good thing.
And they're really accommodating as well. So if you tell them, if you're with you have a big family, or if you have a big group with you and you're about to go meet a character, or you're about to pose or do whatever, if you just say and ask the photographer nicely, obviously, just say, be as trigger happy as you like, or take loads and loads of pictures as you like, they will do it for you.
I do that every time we meet Ariel. Ariel is my favourite. Don't stop taking pictures. It works though, it's good. The last point.
You can follow on social media.
This one is a really important one, because there's so many people out there that give you so many good like tips and advice and tricks. My top one that I'm going to say is Serena from Living by Disney.
Living by Disney.
I'm going to put her link here, and I will link her down below as well. Serena is a godsend when it comes to planning your Disney vacation. She literally
does it all in real time as well. So she'll do stories, she'll be live. She lives round the corner. I'm very envious. Very envious. She's there all the time. It's great. She's got such good tips, such good advice, and she'll point you in the right direction as well. It's amazing. follow her.
So that is our main one of who to follow. She is amazing.
She's an example. That's an example we're giving you. There are loads of Disney vloggers out there. So many. All in Florida. There's loads in California as well. Loads in Paris. But as an example, we're giving you Serena because she's lovely. She's such a lovely person. And if you do see her when you're out in the park, she loves it when you say hello to her. She's so friendly and so kind. She puts a big, massive smile on our faces when we see her. Hopefully we're going to see her in May.
I hope so too. I think that's it. Yeah. Right, I hope you have enjoyed this video. Give me a big thumbs up if you did. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave me your comments down below. If you've got any Disney World tips for first-time travelers, do let us know in the comments down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Where would you love to eat the most? What's your favorite ride? Let us know in the comments down below. I would love to discuss further. Yes. I hope you've enjoyed seeing Craig again, and we will see you really soon. Don't forget to check out my other videos. Mwah! Mwah!
Always do that.
I know. Bye!
The do's and don'ts. Let's do a little intro.
Oh really? That's not gonna be the intro. I don't know what the intro is gonna be, but it's not gonna be that. It's, you know.
This one's a Disney hairdryer.
I know, but
it sprays glitter out and magic all over your face. It doesn't.